Hello, viewers. Thanks for watching. We are back, and I'm so excited to bring you interviews with the Miss America class of 2021. So far on my schedule are Miss Michigan, Miss Texas, Miss Oklahoma, Miss District of Columbia, Miss Utah, and Miss Colorado. I encourage you to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you can watch all of my shows. Thanks to my most recent sponsors, Steve Fan, Tom May, and Sandra Gray. I'm so excited to bring you my next guest. She is Miss Michigan 2021, Vivian Zhong. Vivian, welcome to my show.
Hi, I am so excited to be here today. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, I'm so excited to have you. And as you know, we have something in common. We both are Michigan Wolverines. Go
yes,
Blue.
Go Blue, always.
I'm class of 2024. I'm so excited to have you so the Miss America community can get to know you.
Absolutely.
So we'll start with, could you talk about your background and how you got involved with the Miss America organization?
I've always wanted to go to medical school, and I knew that would be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And furthering your education is always something that I've wanted to do. And the Miss America organization really talks about scholarship as a main component of competing in this organization. So I'm so happy that at the age of 16, I was introduced to the organization. So I competed in the Miss Michigan Outstanding Teen competition when I was 16 years old.
Cool.
Yes. And so that really opened my eyes to what the Miss candidates do. And I got to watch the first Miss Michigan pageant in person that year.
Oh,
and
nice.
That's when I told my mom I want to continue competing in this organization and earning scholarship and just getting all these amazing opportunities.
Right. And of course, the Miss America organization is the #1 scholarship, donor for women. And it's amazing. They've launched so many careers. So yeah, much love to Miss America. So when you competed for Miss Michigan this year, how many candidates were there competing against you?
There were 21 other candidates that competed against me.
Okay. Was this your first time or had you competed before?
This was not my first time. So this was actually my 5th time competing for Miss Michigan. Yes.
Okay.
So it was such a good experience, honestly, to see so many familiar faces again after 2 years of not being able to go compete in Muskegon.
Right.
And also there were so many new faces as well. So it was great to be able to help them throughout the Miss Michigan week, since as all the other women did for me when I was younger. So
right. I'm so happy and excited to be back. We took the break from COVID, but I'm so happy to be back. So I have a video of your Miss Michigan crowning moment. We're going to play it. And then afterwards, I want to ask you, what were you thinking and how were you feeling in that moment? Okay. So here's the video of the crowning of Miss Michigan 2021.
Our first runner-up, contestant number 8, Madeline Coupard.
So the 5th time was a charm for you. What were you thinking and what were you feeling in that moment?
I honestly think I blacked out a little bit. I was like, why am I making that face? Smile, Vivian. Stop looking like that. And I think so it was such a dream of mine for so
Yeah.
long that in that moment I didn't really believe it. And
Yeah.
Mallory Rivard, who was the outgoing Miss Michigan, she actually whispered in my ear, "You're going to Miss America." And I honestly was just so in the moment that that wasn't even a thought in my mind. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh my goodness, I am. You're right."
Right.
So it was such a surreal, incredible moment
So
that
how
I've
was your journey? How did you do from your first year to your fifth year? Like, were you top 10, top 5,
Yes.
or?
So my very first year, I was 19 years old and I did not make top 10.
Okay.
And I just thought maybe this isn't meant for me. I was just meant to compete in the organization and learn about myself and how
Hmm.
to be a better leader. And then the second year, I came back and made fourth runner up and won talent that year.
Oh, cool.
Yes. And so that's when I realized if I work hard, I really could be Miss Michigan and serve my state as Miss Michigan. So the third year, I came back and was top 10. Fourth
Okay.
year, I came back, I was fourth runner up.
Okay.
And then,
Wow.
yes. And then now fifth year, won the title of Miss Michigan.
That
So
is amazing that you didn't get discouraged. Like,
no.
what kept you going?
My mom is the biggest supporter.
Okay.
And if I didn't have her there by my side through every local competition, every up and down, everything that stood in my way, I honestly don't think I would have competed a fifth time. But
Oh,
this was going to be my last year since I
okay.
will be starting medical school. So I wanted to just kind of have fun this year. And I was so
Yeah.
relaxed. And I think that's honestly what the difference was. I think every other year I was so focused on winning, whereas this year I was focused on spending time with the other candidates and was just so relaxed in interview in every phase of competition.
Yeah, I've heard other title holders say that the year they won, they were just so relaxed, and
Yes,
just enjoy the experience. So, is Miss Michigan a full-time job, or can you go to school while you're still Miss Michigan, or do you have to come stop everything?
I will be going to school at the same time. So
Okay.
I will be an incoming first year medical student. I'm
Yay.
yes, I'm still deciding on the exact school right now with scholarships and everything else in play.
Uh-huh.
But I'm excited to be able to go to school at the same time as being Miss Michigan.
Very cool. What has your year been like so far? Like, do you have a favorite appearance that you've done as Miss Michigan?
Yes. So I've been so busy with a lot of appearances, a lot of things lined up for my social impact initiative, which is childhood cancer awareness.
Right.
And one of my favorite events actually centered around that. A New York local title holder, Miss Broadway,
Okay.
actually reached out to me on Instagram saying that she was going to be in Michigan with
Hmm.
her family. And they always have a fundraising baseball game that they do, and they fundraise for a local charity.
Okay.
And they surprised me actually. And once I arrived there, they said that they were going to donate to my social impact initiative.
Oh, wow. That's so
Yes.
nice.
So it was honestly so, so sweet, such a surprise. And it really just shows you that the sisterhood is so real.
Right. And I
So,
told
yeah.
you before we started interviewing that I also worked in Mott's Children's Hospital and I was a child life specialist. And so, my job was to open the playroom and, just play with the kids. Some were cancer patients and their families. And it's so amazing that you do that. I know you
Thank
told me
you.
that you used to play the piano for them sometimes.
Yes. I'm hoping that COVID and everything goes back to normal so that I can go back and visit those children again. But of course, safety is the number one thing right now for them.
Very cool. So you won talent at Miss Michigan.
Yes,
How
I
long have
did.
you been playing the piano?
I've been playing since the age of 3.
Wow.
I begged and begged my mom to let me play the piano when I was younger.
Really?
Yes, and she really didn't believe that I would stick with it. So that's honestly one of my favorite phases of competition to be able
Very
to
cool. Very
share
cool.
that
So
passion.
what did you play?
I played Fantasy Impromptu, Opus 66 by Chopin.
Very cool. So we have the video. We might as well play it for the viewers. Viewers, here's the talent of Miss Michigan 2021. Oh, I love that. I love it. And you were so elegant and graceful while you were
Thank
playing as
you.
well. So
Thank
I
you.
could definitely see you as a talent winner at Miss America as well.
Oh, thank you so much. That
You're
means a lot.
welcome. So you are a future doctor, but what do
Yes,
you
I
do
am.
for fun?
I love to paint. That is something that I've actually picked up during the pandemic. Um,
Cool.
yes, I love using my hands. That's
Okay.
why I play the piano and I want to
Yeah.
be a doctor. And so I love using my hands and was kind of bored during the pandemic and
Yeah.
was wanted to pick up a new hobby. And so I've painted so many different things. The last thing I painted was a tiger for my best friend. She's
Very
actually in
cool.
Thailand right now teaching
Okay.
English. So I wanted to give her something that was kind of special.
Have you ever watched The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross?
I have not.
Oh my God. I have loved that since I was a kid. And I watch it like almost every day. He paints landscapes like
Okay.
mountains and trees. Oh my, please check it out. Please
I
check
will
it out.
definitely need to check that out.
Plus his
Yeah.
voice is so soothing. It just
Yeah.
calms
I
you.
was
Oh
going
my
to
God.
say
The
it's
joy of
probably
painting.
relaxing.
Yeah. The joy of painting with Bob Ross. I love it. It's very, very popular. All right, Vivian. So what do you think makes you a good role model?
Because I am so goal driven
Hmm.
and will be attending school during this year as Miss Michigan,
Hmm.
I think it really shows other young women that you can do it all if you put your mind to it.
Right.
I think I'm going to be one of the first to be attending medical school at the same time as being a state title holder. So
Okay.
I'm excited to prove everyone that I can do this and do both of them well.
Very cool. So if you were crowned Miss America, what are some things that you would like to accomplish during your year of service?
I would love to promote my social impact initiative, which is Golden Warriors of Pediatric Cancer, Fight Like
Hmm.
a Kid. And so I promote pediatric cancer research funding since it is so limited. The National Institute of Health only funds about 4% out of their whole annual budget. The rest goes to adult cancer research.
Okay.
So I'm really focusing on the fundraising effort this year.
Hmm.
So that's a legacy that I would love to leave, as well as providing support for them as well.
Right. Do you know how many children get cancer in childhood? Like, is it like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 or?
About 15,000 children get diagnosed every year. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Yep. Yep. And Michigan actually, I think, is third or fourth in the country for the number of
Really?
diagnoses. Yes, per year. So,
Wow.
as Miss Michigan this year, that's my goal is to provide more fundraising dollars for them to find non-invasive treatment options.
Well, that is amazing, and I'm sure you'll make a difference in Michigan and in America. So thank you. How can we follow you on social media?
So you can follow my Miss Michigan account on Instagram at
Mhm.
Miss America MI. That is also the Twitter handle as well. And then on Facebook, if you just look up Miss Michigan, I should be popping right up in my white coat.
Okay.
And then my personal account on Instagram is vzong97.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for your time and for letting the community get to know you. And we look forward to watching you in December in Connecticut. And I wish you the best at Miss America.
Thank you
Okay. So
so
I'm going to
much.
close up the interview. If you don't mind, you can stay on and we can talk a little bit more afterwards.
Okay.
So for the viewers, I hope you enjoyed watching the show. I hope you enjoyed meeting Miss Michigan. Like I said, my next interviews are with Miss Texas, Miss Oklahoma, Miss District of Columbia, Miss Utah, and Miss Colorado. You can support my show by donating to my Cash App or to my GoFundMe. My email address is jasontimothy.robinson@gmail.com. But I hope you enjoy the show and I hope that you enjoy my future shows. So for everybody watching, have a good day and I'll see you next time.